Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Today our lesson is about Mount Everest. Reading 8th grade, Unit 7, الصف الثامن. Now just try to open your book and let's try to study together this reading text. Now here we are going to listen to this reading text. Just try to focus. حاول انك تركز معنا على هذه القراءة. Now here just try to open your book and let's try to listen to the first paragraph.
Mount Everest, soaring almost 5.5 miles into the sky, pierces the jet stream with its iconic summit. Climbing Mount Everest is one of the biggest extreme sport adventures and serious undertakings for any mountaineer. It requires a great deal of preparation. Mount Everest is literally located at the top of the world, rising 29,035 feet, 8,850 meters, above sea level. As soon as it was crowned the world's tallest mountain, people inevitably had to climb it. And just as inevitably, many of them failed. While more than 2,200 people have succeeded, nearly 200 have lost their lives attempting the climb.
Okay, after listening, first of all, just I would like to advise that you try to listen more than one time. يعني حاول انك تسمع هذه الفقرة أكثر من مرة على أساس انك تتدرب على عملية القراءة. تمام؟ Okay. Now, first of all, just try to know the new words. الكلمات الجديدة اللي بالنسبة لك جديدة حاول انك تكتبها على دفتر خارجي. تمام؟ Now let's try to know these words meaning. So, fly at a great height. First, make a hole in something with a sharp point. So just try to know these words and try to memorize them. So here the meaning of the first word is fly at a great height, which means ارتفاع عالي. First means يثقب, and piercing means a small hole, معناها ثقب معين. تمام? So just try to memorize these words. Summit, summit, the top of a mountain. قمة, altitude, the height of something very high, معناها ارتفاع. And require means to need something, أو تأتي أيضا بمعنى يتطلب. Inevitable, something that cannot be avoided. أمر لا مفر منه. تمام? So just try to memorize these words and try to know their meaning. English, and also English Arabic. Okay? After reading the first paragraph, let's try to see that did we understand what the speaker say or not. Now here I'm going to ask you some questions and try to know the answer of these questions. Question 1. What are the meanings of the red words? معاني الكلمات اللي في اللون الأحمر. أنا قبل شوي أعطيتكم المعاني، أرجو منك أنك تطلعها على ورقة جانبية وتحاول أنك تكتبها. According to this paragraph, what does the passage talk about? بناء على الفقرة، هذا النص يتكلم عن ماذا؟ Talk about what? So just try to remember. Quote the sentence which indicates that mountain climbers think of Mount Everest as the biggest adventure ever. Now go back to the first paragraph and try to quote the sentence which indicates to this meaning. Okay? So just try to remember this. Next one, how high is Mount Everest? How high? ارتفاع Mount Everest كم. How many people have succeeded in climbing Mount Everest? Go back to the first paragraph and try to see the answer. What does the underlined pronoun it refer to? We have in the first paragraph it, and it's just underlined, and try to know this pronoun refers to which noun. Okay. Now here again we are going to listen to a native speaker talking about this small paragraph. Just try to focus and try to know what does this paragraph talk about. حاول تركز وحاول تفهم معنى انه هاي الفقرة تتكلم عن ماذا. تمام؟ شوف هنا الحرف الضمير it عليه خط. حاول انه you know that this pronoun refers to which noun. Okay, now just listen to the speaker. Now just try to listen to the second paragraph.
Hillary and Norgay climb Mount Everest 1953 after years of dreaming about it. In 7 weeks of climbing, New Zealander Edmund Hillary and Nepalese Tenzing Norgay reached the top of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world, at 11:30 a.m. on the 29th of May 1953.
After listening to this paragraph, just try to answer these questions. Questions of paragraph 2. Who was the first to climb Mount Everest? When did Hillary and Norgay climb Mount Everest? What does the underlined pronoun it refer to? So just try to go back to the second paragraph and try to answer these questions. You try to answer and send on WhatsApp group, then we can check your answer if you understood this lesson or not. يعني حاول انت تجاوب الأسئلة هاي وتبعثها على الواتساب جروب، وإن شاء الله راح نشيك على الإجابات إن شاء الله، وبعد ما نشيك على الإجابات نحاول نعطيكم الإجابات الصحيحة. تمام؟ لكن خلينا نشوف يعني مدى فهمكم للنص ومدى تفاعلكم مع النص. Okay, let's continue and see next paragraph. Now here, just again, try to listen to the speaker and focus on the text itself. Now here, we are going to listen to the third paragraph and fourth one. Just try to listen now.
Mount Everest had long been considered unclimbable by some and the ultimate climbing challenge by others. Soaring in height to 29,035 feet, 8,850 meters, the famous mountain lies in the Himalayas, along the border of Nepal, Tibet, and China. Before Hillary and Tenzing successfully reached the summit, 2 other expeditions got close. Most famous of these was the 1924 climb of George Lee Mallory and Andrew Sandy Irvine. They climbed Mount Everest at a time when the aid of compressed air was still new. The pair of climbers were last seen still going strong at the second step, about 28,140 to 28,300 feet. Many people still wonder if Mallory and Irvine might have been the first to make it to the top of Mount Everest. However, since the 2 men did not make it back down the mountain alive, perhaps we'll never know for sure. Mallory and Irvine certainly were not the last to die upon the mountain. Climbing Mount Everest is extremely dangerous. Beside the freezing weather, which puts climbers at risk of extreme frostbite and the obvious potential for long falls from cliffs into deep crevasses, climbers of Mount Everest can suffer from the effects of the extreme high altitude, often called mountain sickness. The high altitude prevents the human body from getting enough oxygen to the brain. Most climbers of Mount Everest at least suffer from headaches, cloudiness of thought, lack of sleep, loss of appetite, and fatigue.
After listening to these two paragraphs, okay, this one and this one, now just try to know the meaning of new words. Inevitable, something that cannot be avoided. Ultimate, final result or stage. Expedition, a long journey for a special purpose. Potential, may possible happen, يعني من الممكن حدوثه. Fatigue, great tiredness. اوكي، حاول انك تعرف معاني هذه الكلمات وتحفظها. Now let's try to see these questions. These questions are related to paragraph 3 plus 4. What are the meaning of red words? Why do you think people believed that Mount Everest was unclimbable? Where is Mount Everest located? موقع Mount Everest. Quote the sentence which indicates that there are many other climbers tried to climb Mount Everest. So in question number 4, we try to quote the sentence that shows there are many other mountaineers tried to climb Mount Everest. Mountaineers means climbers, يعني متسلقي الجبال. What does the underlined pronoun they refer to? So just go to the previous slide and try to know this pronoun refer to which noun. Okay? Thank you for listening and see you next class. طبعا القطعة هذه طلابنا الأعزاء راح نقسمها إلى 2 فيديو، تمام؟ 2 videos إن شاء الله, and we can in these 2 videos we can include the whole text. تمام؟ Thank you again and see you next lesson. The next lesson will be next video which is related to Mount Everest.